Arts Society is a nonprofit organization that works with adults with developmental disabilities, providing art opportunities.
I like Cool Arts because we do a lot of cool different things in the way of art.
My name is Sarah Leahy and I founded Cool Arts in 2003. And the reason I began the group was because I realized that there was a real lack of opportunities for my son Jordan, who had recently become an adult and was looking for opportunities to make art.
It's a whole other world to me. It's different, it's fun, it's more of a relaxed world.
So I gathered some artist friends and art teacher friends together and we just started holding some workshops. It went from 1 or 2 workshops a month to what's going on today, which is Saturday workshops, midweek workshops, and all kinds of special projects and events. The very first workshop we had was in October 2003, and the instructor was Dawn Emerson, who still teaches Cool Arts workshops. The second one was the next month with a local artist named Liz Marshall from Penticton. You can see from the photos how much fun everybody had. There was a lot of groundwork involved in just kind of getting the program going, getting enough people to get to the workshops. We did. And it was all volunteer instructors who were all professional artists or art teachers or myself, a board member. And at the borrowed facilities of the local Community Living Association, which we were very grateful for. We now have a teen transition workshop and an autism spectrum workshop called Beyond the Spectrum.
My name is Shauna and I've been involved with Cool Arts since 2006. I originally started volunteering and then I was hired as the staff person where I just worked part-time. Then I moved to the board of directors. Working with a lot of different artists that we bring in to do the workshops gives the artists a sense of making different kinds of artwork, working on different projects, dealing with different personalities in terms of the artists that are coming in.
I also love to paint, color, draw, and sketch.
Our Cool Arts artists come from a variety of backgrounds and quite a broad spectrum in terms of their ability levels. And some are quite young adults or even just transitioning into adulthood up to we've had seniors, so quite a broad range in age and quite a broad range in terms of independence. And we try to adapt to whatever it is that they're able to do.
It's fun meeting new people. I like doing painting and drawing. I would say yes, I'm an artist.
My name's Rena Warren. I work as the executive director for Cool Arts Society, and I've been hanging out with this awesome gang for the last 3 years.
Cool Arts is about art opportunity. It's not about therapy. It's simply about providing opportunity. So really it's about equity in the arts. It's about the fact that expressing oneself in the arts should be available to everyone. They should have equal opportunity, which has not really been the case, certainly not for this population.
Provides them an opportunity to express themselves creatively.
Bring out your expression. And I can express how I feel.
The general population still tends to think of disability as something that needs to be fixed. And that's not our philosophy. Our philosophy is more of appreciating diversity and removing barriers and providing accessible opportunities. Our teaching philosophy at Cool Arts includes encouraging the artists to work as independently as possible and with the least amount of supervision or interference from the instructor or the workers. So we really support the artists' own decision making and ability to make choices in their art making experience. We're increasingly taking advantage of opportunities to be out in the community at different art events and sometimes just general events that aren't art related. We've been going to Lake Country Art Walk for several years, which is a great opportunity for our artists to interact with the public and talk about their work and talk about what it's like to be an artist.
I love cool art. I really like to meet people.
Yeah, for our artists, they have an opportunity to speak about their work, gain confidence. I know we've had a few participants who've gone from being relatively nonverbal to being quite open in their expression, both artistically and verbally, and for opportunities for them to create relationships, new relationships with people in the community and be very visible. So that's been pretty rewarding observing that.
So I've known a lot of these artists for a long time, being involved with the organization for so long, and I've seen a lot of them change and grow, becoming really proud of themselves for all the work that they're doing, the art that they're making.
Shows me that everybody else in the world that loves my art and loves what I do.
I think it's not only important for art to be accessible to our participants, but also for our participants to be accessible to the community, for us to have visibility in the community.
It gives the community a chance to see the diversity that we have here. We receive money from a number of local sponsors and donors, and we also run a fundraiser each year called A Hot Night for a Cool Cause that's organized by our board of directors. It's an outdoor garden party, we have a barbecue and a silent auction.
Increasingly, we often apply for grants that will fund projects that are collaborations or partnerships with other groups, which often take us out into the community, all kinds of different things. Any opportunity that we have, we try to take advantage of if we're able.
I did drumming with Trevor Saloom. Self-advocate Dale Froese came out and did a spoken word rap session with us. Rosemary Thompson from the Okanagan Symphony Orchestra also came around, and we did something called symphonic play, visual rhythm using art materials. Last year we did Michael Jackson's Thriller for Halloween. Got a couple of lessons on how to do the dance steps for Thriller.
And everyone was dressed up like zombies and all that. It was so cool. It was so awesome.
And then we brought what we learned to the Parkinson Rec Center Friday Night Dance. So that was a lot of fun.
And the professional series we have going this fall involves putting together a portfolio and writing an artist statement, blogging, those practical things that artists have to learn if they want to get their work out there. Another time was going to the rehearsals of Ballet Kelowna and having a drawing session, drawing the dancers, and then later taking those drawings and creating some large works from those. Another activity that took place outside the regular studio was at Summerhill Winery. And local eco-artist Annabelle Stanley led a workshop in creating spheres out of grapevines. And this all was part of their Ecotone Fertility Festival that went on at the same time.
I love going to art shows. I love people seeing our art.
This show is a collaboration between Cool Arts and the Kelowna Art Gallery.
The opening of the We Are Artists exhibition was hugely successful. One of the most exciting things was to see how proud the families were of their family members that were being featured as artists.
You are all truly artists.
As far as I'm aware of, there hasn't been any other exhibition like that in any public gallery in Canada. One of our first projects was a City of Kelowna public art project called the Sand Spirals. So it was a one-day event where all the artists and members of the public constructed this enormous sand spiral.
Rita Warren worked on lino cuts with all the participants that were in the style of Andy Warhol, and that was really amazing. We ended up having an exhibition at the Okanagan College with the finished pieces.
We've had 3 exhibitions tied in with Kelowna museums. The Wetlands project, which is being shown at the main museum building, and then the Lamb to Loom project, which is in the Orchard Museum currently as well.
I think one of the most successful projects to date was the bee box project. And so the APRS provided for us bee boxes to paint. The resulting exhibition went on display at the BC Orchard Industry Museum for approximately a year.
The second advanced group project was a claymation movie, which was stop animation. The theme of the claymation movie was superheroes. Yarn bombing is when objects in a public space are covered with knitting or crocheting. The City of Kelowna asked us to yarn bomb for Culture Days last year and again this year.
I learned how to knit, crocheting, a whole bunch of stuff I really like.
Cool Arts is dedicated to providing fine arts opportunities for adults with developmental disabilities living in the Central Okanagan. The mission of Cool Arts is to create opportunities, to make art, to take classes and to learn, to be in a supportive fine arts environment, to exhibit or perform, and to be part of the larger art community.